Hey, you guys, it's Chuck and I once again, and we've been saying that we're going to do couples videos. We've been saying this probably for the past, what, 4 months. My people that actually view me all the time know that I've been saying this for literally 4 or 5 months that we were going to start doing it. So we're finally here. And we wanted to take the opportunity because a lot of people have viewed our videos, um, and they have come to see the growth in our marriage and see the growth in us as individuals and also as a couple. And as you all know, we're coming up on our third anniversary, which is May the 4th, which is 2 days after my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we have literally, from the beginning, had all the odds against us, you guys. As you all know, the beginning of our relationship, we actually met in a homeless shelter. Yes, we met in a homeless shelter for those who are new to this channel. And our story is quite amazing. But as far as in the worldly realm, as far as looking at it from a worldly standpoint, we should not have made it at all in any way, shape, or form. As you all know, I met him and I was pregnant. I was on bed rest. We were in a homeless shelter. We left and had to pay full rent, no housing, no assistance whatsoever. We were able to be successful and start our own business. It was a lot of odds against us, you guys. A lot. Everything that most would shatter under. And through the grace of God, we was able to make it through. You have seen the growth on my channel. It was at a time where y'all can go back and I keep those videos so that people can see the growth and can see the grace and mercy that God bestows upon us. And you can look at the videos in the past and actually go back and see literally our life is totally different in a lot of ways. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. Nobody's life is. But it's different in a lot of ways. And that is you're able to actually go back and see the growth because I kept those videos up for that reason. A lot of people, especially believers and Christians, we want to we want to say, yeah, we've grown, but we don't want to show how we got there. We don't want to talk about how we got there. We feel as though let somebody else learn that on their own. And also, a lot of people don't want to open up and share it with other people. The thing is that I have no problem whatsoever with being transparent for God. That's been shown on my channel. I have no problem whatsoever. In fact, we're supposed to be. Um, and I wanted Chuck and I to actually do this video so that you guys can basically get a glimpse on why we grew, how we grew, and things that we currently apply in our lives to to be better and to love each other better and to serve God through our marriage. So, um, things that I need to work on in the marriage. Um, I liked Chuck in the beginning as a friend anyway. Y'all already know the story. He used to be the DVD guy. You know what I'm saying? I met him in Bible study and we was just cool. We was just cool, but I didn't see him as anything other than a friend. I didn't even know he liked me. So and I sit back sometimes and we talk. Just like the other night we was talking to what time was it, like 2:30 in the morning. It was like 2:30 in the morning. We were just talking about the feeling that we felt when we first went out and we got married 30 days later, as y'all already know, at our first date, and all those little feelings and stuff. And we stayed up to like 2:30 in the morning just laying here just talking about it. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And the things that I had to work on in this marriage to get to where we are now, um, I had to learn how to compromise. And a lot of people use that word compromise, but I really had to learn how to, just like he watched so Chuck watch shows I would never watch. He likes movies that I would never watch. I'm a history buff. I like movies like Glory. I like movies like war movies and stuff like that. Chuck want to see what they call it, like Half Baked and all that kind of stuff. Name some other
comedy.
He like that kind of stuff. What's the guy from Wife and not Wife and Kids? What's the guy with the girl, the New York girl? I say that you act like Doug. What's his name of the show? He be in movies. King of Queens. He likes stuff like that. I could live without it, truly. But it's not going to kill me. And I had to come to this understanding. It's just small things, but those small things add up, you guys, and they make your life much easier. It makes your marriage much easier. And also the other person recognizes that that's a compromise for you and makes them more willing to compromise themselves in their areas or areas that they need to improve on. But just sitting watching a movie that I don't want to watch, but doing it with a smile on your face. Because I used to watch a movie, if I felt forced to watch it, I sit there like this. And he'd be laughing through it, and I'd be like, what is so funny? This is not funny. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, it's no need to even have watched it with him because, shut up. So that's, I compromise with stuff like that. Also cooking. Chuck gets on my nerves. My last nerve. And he Nene had to take him. He goes and watches, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, the food. He is so picky, you guys. When I say Chuck is picky, Chuck is so picky with his food. He don't want onions in it, but yeah, he likes onions on the side sometimes. He don't want no green peppers in it, but yet if I sneak it in there, he can't see it. He be, oh, this good. You know what I'm saying? And it just irks me to the 10th power. So I had to compromise and say, you know what? Yeah, it may take a little bit extra work, but I'll just have to make an extra batch for him. And that's what I do. And sometimes I check myself because I do it, but I throw a slur while I'm doing it.
Yes, all the time.
So I check myself because it's just like when you give. If you're not giving with Thanksgiving in your heart, then it's no need to give it. Just like I used to see people walk up to the tithe, pay their tithes, with a smile, with a frown on their face. And I'm like, well, why pay it if you're not going to give it in Thanksgiving? And that's not of God. So I had to learn how to compromise in those areas as well. It's much more.
Don't get me wrong. I really, truly appreciated it. I did. And I told her I did. No, it's just that I don't eat certain things. And, yeah.
Because Chuck will eat pizza every day, all day. Pizza and pot roast. He says it's a good combination. He's so silly. So, that's just a way that I had to learn how to compromise. Of course, there's bigger things. But yeah, that's just a way that I had to learn how to compromise. How about you, Bear?
I had to learn how to stop being selfish.
Oh my gosh.
I got king baby syndrome.
Yes.
Want what I want when I want it.
Yes.
I don't like sharing.
He would buy snacks. We would buy snacks. And if I said it's for him, that he took that literally. Like he would be like, who ate my Little Debbie? I'm like, it's a whole box of Little Debbie's. Matter of fact, I bought 3 boxes for you. But that was mine. And he be dead serious.
I'm saying, when you buy something, regardless of what it is, when you give it to somebody, that means it's theirs.
But you still supposed.
You can't go back and pinch off of it and take a little here. No, it's not yours anymore.
But you still can share it.
No, you ask.
Oh my God! You see what I'm saying, y'all?
That's just that simple. If you want some, ask.
Okay.
You just take it. I'm like, don't say it's mine. Say it's for everybody then.
So what I did was, what did I start doing?
Saying it's for everybody.
Yep. Even though I know mentally I bought it for him, but I lie and say it's for everybody so there won't be no issue. See, you have to learn how, ladies, you have to learn how to handle them.
Oh, whatever.
Let them wear their S on their chest because you know the real truth.
Whatever.
You have to try to outsmart them sometimes. So what I did was, I know I bought it for him, but I just tell him, you know what, I bought this for the house. He winds up eating almost all of it because I bought it for him. But just in case somebody touches it, I don't have to worry.
Oh, whatever.
I found that also when we incorporated God more into our life and implementing His principles into our marriage and to our personal lives, we fell in love with each other all over again. I literally look at Chuck and fall in love with him all over again almost every day. And it's not that he do anything in particular. Oh, it's not that he do anything in particular, but it's just it's the fact that it's nothing more appealing than a man that is living right. It's nothing more sexy than a man that knows his purpose and walking into it. And it's nothing more pleasing to a wife than a husband that knows he's the head and implements all the principles of manhood and his duties into his life as a man and as a husband and as a father. That's very appealing. And when you look at your husband in that light and see the changes and the growth, even though there needs to be additional changes and additional growth, it's a process. But to see that he is actually living out that process, that's a very appealing thing. So when I say I look at him and fall in love with him all over again, I do every day, and it's because of that. Um. So what do you have to say, baby? As far as changes that you've maybe had to do in the marriage, or things that you came to conclusions about, or whatever. Anything you want to share right now?
Well, I think, I don't know. I had to grow up a lot because I was just doing dumb stuff when we first got together.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard. It's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something that you want, you're willing to fight for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we did come to a lot of crossroads in our relationship.
Mm-hmm. And it's a process.
Yeah.
Because you haven't mastered, nor have I mastered everything.
Yeah.
It's things that we both need to change that we have not been totally successful at, but we every day make real effort. See, people talk about effort, but let me see what you're doing towards that effort. Yeah. People say, "Oh, I wanna do this, I wanna do that." Okay, what are you doing today towards it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, okay, we're not worrying about tomorrow, but what are you doing today to do it? Yeah. And every day we make effort to change these things. Now, sometimes we fall.
Yeah.
Sometimes we fall, but every day are you making effort towards it, and that is truth about you.
You have to be. You have to always push forward, no matter what. So. And I mean, because when we had a wall of things stacked against us.
Oh my God.
We was in the ridge for real.
For real.
Yeah. We was bottom of the barrel.
We was trying to get to the ridge.
Yeah. But you know, God, He made a way for us. All these things that were stacked up against us, all the things we went through.
And He honored us.
Yes.
My husband was not allowed to touch me until marriage. We did not have sex until after we were married.
That was mutual.
That was something that actually Chuck actually was big on too with me, and we did that as a sacrifice. We did that for God to honor us and for us to, because we had all the odds against us from the get go. So we said, you know what, we're going to make this sacrifice so God can see our intentions, see what we're doing it for, and honor our marriage and our union and transform us. And He did.
He definitely did.
And He still continues to. And I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse on how God is moving in our life. And we're not that special, you guys. We're
I
not
am.
we're not so special that we are the only ones. He can do this for you. See, happiness comes from your happenings. Joy comes whether whatever happens. I'm going to say that again. Happiness comes from your happenings. Joy comes through no matter what happens to you or around you. And we have true joy. We have true joy. And that's what you see when you see me. That's what you see when you see me smile. That's what you see when you see a light around me. That's true joy. And you can have it too. Be blessed, you guys.